This week on the podcast, Carrie and Fran are heading to Dayton Disneyana.
All aboard!
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm usually not in the intro.
Yeah, welcome to the intro. We're taking you with us. We're doing some live recordings on our trip and updating you as we go. So I hope you enjoy it. You're listening to the Pixie Dust Fan Podcast. Hi, I'm Francine.
And I'm Carrie.
We're two best friends who can't stop talking, usually about Disney stuff.
Sometimes we have fascinating guests, and sometimes it's just us. But it's always positive and fun.
We're happy to have you join our chat. Thanks for listening, and let's get started. Well, hello, everyone, from Erie, Pennsylvania.
We made it to Erie.
We made it to Erie. We did the first leg of our trip to Dayton Disneyana. And if you don't know what Dayton Disneyana is, we have an episode a couple back. I'll put the link in the show notes to all about what is Dayton Disneyana. And we're finally on our way. So we left Toronto.
Yep.
Francine was driving.
Yep.
Francine got lost before we left the city.
That's affirmative.
At one point, Carrie's like, Fran, where are you going? I was like, I don't know. I think I'm going to work. I don't know. We were just chatting so much that I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. But we got on track.
We got on track, and for the most part, it was pretty easy sailing out of Canada. We had a lovely, very cute, adorable little
border guard.
I'm sure he wouldn't be happy to hear us call him cute and adorable, but he was.
Yep.
He was lovely. And yeah, we crossed and there was no line.
Nope, no cars. One car in front of us.
It was fantastic.
It was.
Yeah. So then we hit the bad weather.
There was a little bit of bad weather.
A little bit of bad weather. It was like a monsoon in fog. In the dark. It was like
there was a little bit of rain and a little bit of fog.
Oh my gosh, I was white knuckling it. I was not going to admit to Carrie that I couldn't see a thing.
A monsoon.
Because the highways in the States, that's my issue with driving, right? Driving down here, they don't have like street lights. It's just dark.
Well, because we were driving, through nothing, yeah.
Exactly. So
if you drove through nothing at home, there'd be no streetlights.
See, I don't do that either, right, at home. So, yeah. So I got behind a truck, and I just followed his taillights and hoped he knew where he was going.
And we made it.
And we got to Erie, our hotel in Erie, around, I guess it was about 11 o'clock.
Yeah. And
had a great night's sleep. Watched some YouTube this morning. Carrie has introduced me to some more Adam the Woo. We watched a Justin Scarred, and then who was this dude we were just watching?
Provost Park Pass in Paris, Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. So if you guys haven't looked at that 30, maybe other people know this. I didn't know this.
The Disneyland Paris anniversary.
The Disneyland Paris anniversary, the number 30, if you look at it on the side, it's a Mickey.
It is.
I didn't know. I never. He just
looked at it and saw 30.
Yeah, I just saw 30, and now that he showed me, now I can't see anything but the ears. It's pretty cool. So see, maybe there's other people like me that don't know.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
there's lots. So anyway, we got up this morning. Our drive to Dayton is 7 hours, is what we mapped out. We did 4 last night. So in our wisdom, we had we had 3 to go this morning. Oh, we forgot we went to Chipotle and there were no chips.
Yeah. There's no chips at Chipotle.
And the Tim Hortons was closed at 9 o'clock.
Was closed at 9 o'clock.
So yeah, in our wisdom,
we thought we only had a few hours, but we have 4 hours or so today.
Well, I think it says 4 hours 45 minutes.
Whatever. You know what? We got to get moving.
We got to get on the road. So yeah, we got a lot of drive left, but we will record another segment when we arrive in Dayton, and we've got a lot of updates to give you. We're taking you for the ride.
Yes, indeed.
Sounds good. So, Carrie, we've arrived in our hotel. We've checked in. We've got a lot of podcast recording to do. Do you think we can do it in this room?
Probably not. That's our air conditioner, folks.
We're going to be in the bathroom recording.
Well, we're back.
We're back. So, what do you mean we're back? Our last recording was we were in our room with the airplane landing.
Take 2.
Take 2. We're back from Walmart, but we've had a full day.
Yes, we have.
We checked into our hotel, the airplane landing, and then We went downstairs for, like, the registration, get our tickets. We did some auctions, some paddle auctions. Maybe we won some stuff, but we should explain. So we won some stuff, we did some good stuff, we screwed some stuff up.
Yep.
So
all that is correct.
So which one should we explain first?
Well, we came down and we bought paddles for the paddle auction, right?
Right.
And then at the paddle auction, we bought 5 paddles, right? For $10.
5 paddles.
For $10 each.
Yes.
And each paddle had a number on it. And so we had a room full of Disney fans, all with multiple paddles in their hands. And they had prizes on the stage, nice prizes. And then they had a table in the back that was a U-Pick table.
Yeah.
With smaller prizes. Probably hundreds of prizes, really.
There was a lot on that table.
So they drew numbers, and if your number came up, you either won something off the big table or you won a U-Pick prize. And so for 2 hours, I think it was.
Yeah, it was probably about
2 hours. They drew numbers, and we were hooting and hollering, and everyone was waving their paddles in the air, and it was a lot of fun.
It was. And we won. We won 2 actual prize. No, we didn't. With the paddle, we won a U-Pick.
And then a prize.
And a prize. So for the prize, we won the speaker, the Bluetooth speaker, the Jasmine one. And then for the U-Pick, I picked the Jungle Cruise mug.
Yes.
Jungle Book mug.
Jungle
Jungle Cruise.
And then what else did we? Oh, and then
okay, so that part we did right.
Yeah, we did that right. Yeah, it was fun.
It was the other one that we screwed up.
Yeah, so they had sort of like a penny raffle. It's where they have all the prizes and they have little tins beside each prize, and you buy tickets and then you put the tickets in what you want to win. So they had A to E tickets. So the A tickets were $1, and then there was a table that had all A ticket prizes. And then B ticket was maybe $2, and then whatever. So the E tickets were $5 each.
So they were like the premium prizes.
The premium prizes. So you went up and you said, okay, I'll take 2 A tickets, 3 B tickets. You picked all the tickets that you wanted. They were all different colors, and then you had to go to the corresponding prize table, and then decide where you wanted to put your tickets in. And then they would draw from that.
Right.
Yeah.
So we both bought $5 tickets.
Yeah.
And then we bought a bunch of $1 tickets.
Yeah.
And it's good because, you know what, it's all going to charities, the Pirate Packs charity, and hopefully we get to talk to that director dude tomorrow.
Yeah.
But, it was fun, and we got excited. So we had our $5 tickets we went and put in the things that we wanted to win on the $5 table. We did that right.
Yeah, but the $1 tickets and the $2 tickets were
It had nothing to do with the tickets. It was user error.
No, it was a little bit of both. It was user error. It was user error because our eyes couldn't tell the difference between the colors of the tickets. So the tables kind of meshed together, and the tickets for the A tickets were fluorescent pinky color, and then the ones for the B were fluorescent yellowy color, but they almost looked the same. So we didn't really notice that some were where the A table ended and where the B table.
We just got so excited. We were all over the place.
And they may have called our number by mistake, and we just kind of looked away. And then we realized. Then they were putting 2 and 2 together. We weren't the only ones, but some people had done the same.
I felt bad. That lady was like, "Oh, that was me, 100%. I put my ticket in the wrong thing," and we just let her take the place.
But we did it too.
We did not offer up the fact that we had done it too.
We were just we were digging through our purses for something, looking at our paddles. We weren't making eye contact. That it was also us. So
yeah, for sure.
But we had lots of fun, and we
did,
and we donated to a good cause.
We did, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and then we got. So even before that, we went into the restaurant in the hotel and we had lunch, or lunch/dinner, and I had a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich with fries and a beer, and it was $12.
I think she charged you for a pop.
No, I think it said beer on my thing.
It was $2 maybe?
I guess.
I just got a BLT in the water and it cost me $10.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think she rang you up for a pop.
It was draft. So
it should only be $2? I don't understand beer.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it was good. And then tonight, so because of the noise in our room, we are recording this in the car.
So we figured, we got to record in the car. So what should we do? Let's go to Walmart. And then when we get back from Walmart, we're going to record in the car.
So we did. We went to Walmart. We had a little mooch around the store, looked around. I picked up some hair ties that I can't seem to find in Shoppers Drug Mart, and some of my airborne cold medicine that I like. And,
And I got some pineapple Fanta.
You got
party tonight.
Yeah, and I got beer. And it's so cheap. I can't take it. Yeah. So now we're just recording in the car. We're going to go back up, and
maybe we'll go see the pin traders for a little bit.
We'll get a good night's sleep, and then tomorrow is a big day. We got a lot of presentations and stuff tomorrow.
Shopping.
Really exciting. Shopping, yes. So we will keep you posted, and we'll record some more tomorrow and let you know how tomorrow went. All right.
Carrie, it's day one. Full day. Well, first full day.
First full day. Half the day is done.
Half the day is done while we're recording this. We got up early.
Yep.
Alarm went off early.
Went for brekkie. Your breakfast is included.
After we defrosted Carrie.
His air conditioning was on all night long.
Carrie was frozen this morning. She wouldn't get out of bed until I turned off the air conditioner.
I was afraid. Anyway,
we got up early. We watched a little Breakfast Club last night before bed because that was really all that was on TV. And then we got up early, went for breakfast. Yep. They had a great buffet for breakfast. And then we got in line for our early bird entry into the room. Now, the room is full of things to buy.
Yep.
And it was intense.
Was it what you expected it to be?
I'll be honest. I expected like stuff that you see at kind of flea markets and stuff, like stuff that I wouldn't, you know what I mean? That's kind of what I had in my mind, and I couldn't have been more like Carrie. We barely got past the first table before I'd already bought something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I bought a ton of stuff so far, and we did promise a couple of people we were coming back because we just couldn't carry. We've already made one trip to the car.
Yeah, one trip to the car, and it's like because most of the booths have so much stuff that you can't look at everything. So it's like you walk around and you check if there's anything big or anything that catches your eye, and you buy it, and then you have to go around again to like look at everything and look through. Like they have racks of like magazines, postcards, stamps. Like you could probably find a napkin here from like Walt Disney World in 1985 if you wanted to look for that. So you have to look through all that stuff, buckets of like treasures, like $1 buckets with buttons and pins.
Oh, Carrie loves her buckets, and those treasures. You found some amazing stuff. Did you buy that light switch?
Yeah, I bought a retro Donald light switch for like $1 or $2 or whatever.
Yeah,
so.
I bought matchbooks.
Yeah,
matchbooks from the contemporary from the 70s. Like, come on.
There's so much stuff, and then now there's more newer park stuff, lounge fly bags and Dooney and Burke's. Like some people have stuff like that. But
the Figment popcorn bucket was down there. There were 2 or 3 vendors with them.
Yep. So you see some of that stuff too, but there's lots of retro stuff.
There's something for everyone. There's clothes, there's bags, there's retro, there's old memorabilia, there's there's the figurines, like the China figurines.
Lots of Christmas ornaments and Christmas things. There's so much stuff.
So much stuff. So we had a great day so far shopping.
Yeah, we missed the first speaker because we didn't realize what time it was, because that's what happens, especially your first trip. I can't believe
how long I've been in that room.
And you could probably spend another hour or so in there. So
yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
There was another raffle, and
so with the early bird, we paid to get into the event an hour and a half early to shop, and with that we got a whole wackadoodle of raffle tickets, and every vendor donated something.
Right.
And then there was donuts and coffee when we got in there.
Oh yeah,
and they gave us a goodie bag that had like a zoom and a pin. They gave us a little dog tag lanyard thing that says we're VIP early bird. So they gave us a little package of stuff with our early bird registration, which was cool.
Right. And then in that were tickets for the raffles. Yeah. So similar to the one we screwed up, you go around and you put your tickets in the little cup next to the item that you're interested in winning.
Yeah.
So we went around and did that this morning. I won nothing.
I won 2 things.
Carrie won 2 things.
I won a puzzle and a figurine.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
So that was very cool. It's kind of funny because I put all my I put a ton of tickets in it. You put a ton of tickets in it, and our friend Carol put a ton of tickets in it. It was a Donald figurine, and we all unknowingly put our tickets in there for the thought of Becky.
Yeah.
And Carrie won it.
I won.
Yay! So that was fun. And yeah, so now we missed the first speaker because we so we literally lost track of time. We were in that room by 8:30.
Yeah. And it's after 11.
And yeah, it's almost lunchtime, and we just left the room. We've made 2 trips out to bring stuff back to the room or to the car because Carrie bought a huge poster in glass. It's beautiful, and so that's in the car. But yeah, so we've done very well. Yeah. It's a very, very interesting event. I encourage anybody that can get here next year to come. And there is one going on in North Carolina this year as well over Labor Day weekend. Yeah. So I'm going to have the links to those in the show notes as well. But we will give you an update later on how the rest of the day goes. And yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping people like the sort of on location podcast.
Fingers crossed.
We'll find out.
This is what you're going to get.
Okay, we'll check in later.
Bye.
If you're a Disney fan, then you should listen to Carrie and Fran. They laugh and chat and help you make a plan. If you're going to Walt Disney World or Disneyland, and you will become a Pixie Dust fan.
So we just got back to the room. We had a great afternoon. We saw Tom Nabby speak. So incredible. Like, this man started out selling newspapers at Disneyland way back when and had a huge career and worked directly with Walt. Like, amazing man. So listening to him speak was pretty cool. And then we decided it was a bit chilly in the room, so Carrie wanted to come up to our room to get her sweater. And then she's like, oh my goodness, it's cold in here. But I said I didn't leave the air conditioning on. And then, Carrie, what happened?
They gave us a new air conditioner.
Woohoo! So I guess Carrie was she didn't complain. She just went to the front desk last night and said, is our air conditioner supposed to sound like an airplane?
Landing. And taking off.
And the lady said, no. So they've replaced it. So it's a nice new unit. Although I think it's a bit crooked. But anyway, who cares? It works, and it's running right now, and you probably can't even hear it.
We might hear it a little bit,
but yeah, we wanted to share the joy.
Before and after, because the first clip has
right. We want it.
Let's have a donut.
All right. Hey, Carrie, it's time to say goodbye. This is us at the end of Dayton Disneyana. We're packing up to move out.
And it's technically not over, but we have a long drive. So pretty much the Canadians, all the Canucks, usually leave by noon. They go in, they do one last whirl of the room, we say our goodbyes, and then we hit the road. So that's where we're at. Yeah. It's still this afternoon. There's still a few sessions going on today, like where you can listen to the speakers. And I think the room is open till...
yeah, they had
3 o'clock.
And they had marked down some of the stuff in that room this morning. And they had rearranged everything. Because I guess for the vendors, they don't want to cart the stuff home if they don't have to. So they're willing to take little lower prices.
Exactly. And I think they have stuff like that that they replenish, like little things. And then, the theme of today is make me an offer. So
yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah,
we did go in and we did buy a few more things. But anyways, back to yesterday.
A little bit. You got a puzzle. I got a candy dish / ashtray.
Yeah.
So that was fun. But yeah, this morning we really did, and you were very excited because we went to go for breakfast and the restaurant was closed.
That's right.
Because we didn't get out of bed early enough,
and then we had to do some work, and then we weren't. Don't make it look like we're up here lounging around. Like we got business to do.
Well, we were up. I'm surprised we weren't up much earlier because we made a point last night of saying okay, turn off all alarms. We don't need to get up at the crack of dawn for nothing. And then a train came by the hotel at 6:30 this morning.
Like, not to pick anybody up or anything, just in the vicinity. A train
in the vicinity, and it was like, whoop, whoop, 6:30. It was, yeah, anyway. Okay.
Anyway, so
let's go back to Saturday afternoon.
Yes, right. So we went for lunch, maybe. I don't remember the exact order, and we realized our room had a new air conditioner. We screamed in joy that we reveled in the beauty of our new air conditioner, and then we went back down to shop again, and then we had to attend a session, a guest speaker, one of our friends, Paul Bottos.
Yes, and we saw Paul speak, and he's such a lovely man. So Paul, for those that don't know, Paul has been featured on many different things. He is the man with over 10,000 Mickeys.
Mickey Mouses, yeah.
He collects Mickey Mouse in all shapes and sizes, like toys, figurines, plush,
whatever's
can
Mickey
openers.
Mouse that gives him joy, that he loves and he likes.
And
he's a Canadian. Like so we know him from our Disney pin meets and Disney collectible meets that we have in Ontario. And we've known him for a few years, and Dayton invited him to be a guest. And his story's amazing.
His story is absolutely incredible, and it's very moving and touching.
It is.
How he
I needed some tissues.
I know, like how he was talking about how he got into it and what Mickey means to him and the happiness. Like, it's just, it's such a great story. We should invite him on the podcast sometime,
Absolutely.
Carrie, to tell his story. But I will put links in the show notes to some of his stories.
Some of his videos.
So we were there listening. And it's funny because I had seen a different session, and the engagement from the audience with Paul, there were a lot of questions for him, and everybody was genuinely happy for the way that Disney has embraced him as such a big Mickey Mouse fan.
Yeah,
it's such a cool story.
It is amazing, and he is an awesome guy. He's so nice, and I'm sure the minute, like, if you know his story and how it first happened, the interaction, like, they probably thought, like, this is one awesome dude.
Yeah.
Like, that might have been even more than he's got lots of Mickey Mouses. He just seems he's such a nice, not that he's such a nice man. And, like, to talk to him, he's so interesting to talk to, and he's so kind, and he's just a wonderful person.
Yeah. Yeah, he really is. So that was, I don't want to tell his whole story on because we would love to have him on the podcast, and I'm going to put the links in. But yes, absolutely check that out. So we saw that. Yep. So we watched Paul speak.
And we went for dinner, I think. Cause we went for dinner. Yeah, we just eat and shop and sit.
I know. That's really, like, everybody asking what's the event like. That's it. We eat, we shop, we sit.
Yeah.
So then we had dinner.
Yep.
And you know what? The on-site restaurant is really good. The food is really good here. And then we went to the auction. The room was packed. We all had paddles, and it was like a full-on, give me $5, $10, $20, $30. Sold to the lady in the back of the room. And Carrie and I never lifted our paddles once.
We probably should have, but we didn't, because a lot of stuff.
There was a lot of stuff, and then I wasn't sure, and then there was something I thought that was going to be at the auction that wasn't, and anyway,
it was very entertaining, and all the money went for a good cause. And a lot of the people in the room, work with they come every year and they support the cause, and they were definitely, spending their money and donating to all these, like,
yes,
all, like, everything was Disney. There was things that were like older things that were collectibles, like everything you could think of got auctioned off last night.
Yeah, for sure.
And homemade things. It was really neat. But like the Anita, the lady that heads the planning, she was the auctioneer, and she made it a lot of fun.
She did, because so of course she can't bid while she's doing the auction. So she had her husband in the audience. So if it was stuff that she wanted, she would give him an evil eye so that he was bidding on stuff for her. And it was so much fun to see people that were just, they were doing it because they wanted the item, but they also wanted to do it for charity. Yep. Like there were things, somebody put up something, and I can't even remember right now what it was, but the bidding was at like $50, and someone just put up their paddle and said $200.
Yeah.
And in that moment, someone from Pirate Packs said, "You're feeding 2 kids for a year with that donation. Like that $200. So it kind of made it all real right in that moment that all of those donated items, everything these people were bidding and spending was going to feed these kids. It was fantastic. And we've had a great time participating in some of these things to help this charity, Pirate Packs, and it feels pretty good.
It does. It's awesome.
And it was a lot of fun.
Yep.
That was a lot of fun, the auction.
So that was quite a few hours.
Yeah. Yeah, that was quite a few. I was surprised how long it was because they had so much stuff. Mm-hmm. They had so much great stuff and all donated. So, yeah. And there was a lady there from North Carolina. Mm-hmm. And I think she's the lady that's running the North Carolina version or chapter of the Disneyana. She got a lot of stuff too. She was very excited.
Have a trailer to bring it home.
Exactly. So I don't know how these people are getting their stuff home. But, we're going out to pack up our car.
Yeah. Oh, we should also tell people, because we didn't really talk. Did we talk about pin trading? So last night afterwards, we did.
Oh, yeah. I saw my first, real, authentic, I want this pin. What do you have? Yeah, I saw that.
There's lots of pin trading happening. So pretty much the people that are here that are pin traders, like when they're not shopping or they're not eating, they're sitting in there's an area for pin trading, and they could pin trade all night long if they wanted to. Like, they could pin trade around the clock.
There's books and books and books of pins.
So there's
and they're
definitely
serious about it.
Yeah, there's lots of pin trading activity, lots of pin shopping here for sure. But it was neat to see the pin area so alive with pin traders. People with wagons, binders, obviously all the pin binders.
But they're really serious. This is
pin traders.
I know. I don't think I'd ever really see, I've been to pin meets in Ontario and stuff, but I've never really seen a serious pin trading happening.
Yeah, that's...
Like the pin meets we go to in Ontario are for fun. Like people are there, they're trading a little bit, but I've even gotten a pin at the pin meet, right? But these are serious traders where I'm looking for this specific pin, you have this specific pin. How do we make a deal so I can get that pin from you?
Exactly.
And then they have to figure out that it's a like value, or else it's basically the smarter of the two wins, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have to figure it out. And I think just like in our Ontario meets, a lot of these folks know each other too.
Yes.
And the pin trader community, they do. Some of these people that are here pin trading, they'll see each other at the pin event and the Epcot pin event. It's a community where they're friends. A lot of people are friends, right? A lot of people know what other people have or what they're trading, or when they come every year, they know that this person collects this and that, and they think that they've got something that they'll like or whatever, and they'll just reconnect again. And so they really are they're pin trading and they're doing transactions. But for the majority, I'd expect a lot of them become pin friends, and they think of each other and they help each other out, and or they you always you remember what people trade, so that you can knowing you're coming here, you might be able to trade with that. You hope that person's here again so that you can trade with them. So
we even saw someone this morning come into the shopping room and say, "Did you see so and so? Because I got a pin that's equivalent, so that I can get that pin from them that I wanted."
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
It is.
Yeah. I'm not getting into print trading, but it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was our event. That was Dayton Disneyana.
Yep. We bought a lot.
Ate a lot.
Now we're going to go shop some more.
Yes. So we have a really long drive home. Carrie doesn't think it's real. I think it's really long. You know what? If you're going to fill up the tank more to go, it's a long drive.
Okay.
It really is.
It is
Somebody
a long
said
drive.
that. Who said that? If it's more than a tank, it's too long. Somebody told me that saying. I think it might have been Anita.
Maybe.
Might have been. Anyway, it was someone on the podcast, and I remember saying, I'm going to use that from now on. So, yeah, it's a long drive. We're going to pack up. We're going to go. We've got a night in Erie so that we can break up this drive and go shopping. Carrie's going to introduce me to my very first Hobby Lobby, which I've never been in. So.
Maybe a Christmas store, shop, whatever they're called.
Let's not go crazy.
There's no Christmas store in there. You'll see.
Seriously.
Christmas store.
I can't be doing Christmas. It's
and
ridiculous.
And then Hobby Lobby. You haven't been in a Joann's before.
I've never been in a Joann's.
You need to go into a Big Lots.
Is it a big? What is it?
Is it Big Lots or is it a Big Lot? I don't know, but it's Big Lots. You'll see.
But what's in it?
You're gonna see. I don't no spoilers.
Oh, yeah. So I might come home with washi tape or
we might come home and you'll never go on washi tape. You might never go on a road trip with me again.
I know. To be continued. Will Fran and Carrie ever go on a road trip together again?
Wanted. Muppet Crazy. Looking for a companion to travel to Dayton, Disneyana.
I don't
Applications are being accepted.
Isn't there's got to be an airport nearby. There has to be. This is ridiculous.
It's the fact that where we live and where we are, there's not the need for a flight to go there.
It just doesn't make sense.
It makes lots of sense.
Although our friends that we saw that live in Ontario, who invited us over for lunch one day, there is an airport near them.
But you're not. But there's not going to be a flight from point A to point B. I can guarantee you.
All this has done is shown me I hate road trips, like long road trips. It's hard. Although it is made better when your seatmate or your car mate hooks up her Sirius to the radio, and I come out of the rest stop and Carrie is belting out Whitney Houston.
Because there's an awesome Whitney Houston channel right now on Sirius. And I told you about it, and then you went in to go to the rest stop. So so this is the drive down. I said to Fran, let's link my Sirius. But in her car, you can only link the Bluetooth when the car's stopping. When the car's stopped. So we stopped like 3 times and kept forgetting to link the Bluetooth. So finally we went to a rest stop. Fran went inside. I stayed outside. I linked my Bluetooth to my phone to her Bluetooth, and I also had been telling her that Sirius had this amazing Whitney Houston channel. So I cue it all up, and like the greatest love of all song is on. Right? Is that the one that was on? And no joke, it's like I turn it on, I queued it up. That song's right on. I see her walking, and then right as she opens up the door, like Whitney goes right into the chorus, and she's just belting it out. And I was like, I told you, this Whitney channel's awesome.
So we did have a little Whitney on the way down.
Yeah.
And
we
then
did some
the
Disney
and
music.
yeah. So we did have some of that. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been the road trip. So Carrie, I don't even want to say like pixie dust. We've had so much pixie dust this weekend. I'm going to end up saying one of my, what
was your most favorite thing that you bought? That can be your...
I think 2 things. 3 things. Maybe.
Okay, well, whatever.
Maybe. I got a lot of good stuff. Mm-hmm. I did. And I got a lot of stuff from Walt Disney World in the 70s. And that is what made me happy.
The original stuff. So now they're making that, they're rebringing them back.
They're bringing them back, but these are retro. Like that one mug that man sold me, he smuggled it out of one of the restaurants in the 70s.
I think that's probably the favorite thing you got.
That and the plate that Carol bought me.
Yes.
And the candy dish I just bought this morning. And then when we went to the car to put some stuff in earlier, I found other stuff in the car that I forgot I bought. So anyway.
Yeah, you bought quite a bit of stuff.
So Carrie, what would your pixie dust be?
Well, I think if we're going to think about what we bought that's our favorite thing.
Yeah.
Is for me, it's more like not so much like, because I always like to search for things at our thrift stores, our Value Village and whatever, and you almost, like, when you find something that's like retro Disney or Disneyland, it is no joke a start the car moment. Like you pay whatever the sticker says, and you grin from ear to ear, and you run to your car. So I found like this little tiny trinket dish that has Walt Disney World on it, and I bought it for $1.
Yeah.
Like, and I got all kinds of, I got all kinds of little things. Like, I got a retro ruler. Like, I really like old, like, things that I might have had when I was a kid, like buttons and things like that, buttons and keychains or whatever. But this trinket dish, I was like,
it's a nice dish.
$1. Like, this would have been something that if I found at home, I would have did a cartwheel in the aisle. I would have been so excited. And I found something like that for $1. It was in like, I don't know if it was in the bin, but it was on one of the tables where it's like, it's $1. And I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So it's a little trinket dish. You put like your ring or something in it, like you put it beside your bed, I would suppose, but I think that's what it's for. But back then candy dishes were ashtrays. Who knows, maybe this trinket dish was an ashtray back then.
It could have been.
But I think that's, like, I got lots of cute little things, but I think that's probably one of my favorite things because of that because I was like, wow, like I just couldn't believe that I got it for $1.
Yeah,
$1.
It was pretty cool.
So that's my
that's
favorite
your pixie
thing.
dust. Awesome. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed our sort of on-location podcast. Hopefully the quality and the recording quality are okay. We'll find out. And if you get a chance, please share our podcast with your friends. Let people know about us. And thank you guys for listening and following along.
Bye-bye. I think we should have told them to go to your Facebook page to look at the pictures and stuff.
Oh, yeah. And if you get a chance, go over to my Facebook page and you can see some of the pictures that we've posted from the event.
All the stuff we bought, all the things we saw.
Yeah.
It's all there.
Okay. Now we're really saying goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening to the Pixie Dust Fan Podcast. We hope you enjoyed the episode.
Make sure you're following us on your favorite podcast player so you'll get a new episode every week. And find us on social media too. We'd love to hear from you.
Till next time, remember, you are never too old to be young. Chase your dreams and design your own happily ever after.